teacher training, and we're going to share some of the tools and breath practices that we often bring into our yoga training courses and some of our Kundalini yoga courses and retreats. And breath work is something I've been working on for, oh goodness me, since I was, I think, 20, sitting on a train going to do a law exam, and should have been studying my notes for the exam, but instead I was reading a book about meditation and breathing. I got fascinated with the breath and just started really getting curious and interested about how changing my breath, ratios of the breath, the slowness of the breath, learning some of these more advanced techniques could really just very quickly change my state of mind, my state of my emotions, give me a boost of energy, chill me out if I'm feeling a bit stressed and anxious. So I have actually had an absolute love affair with breathing for, oh goodness, nearly 25, 26 years or something now. And I always ask the question whenever I lead breath work with groups, I just ask the question, does anyone here in the group not enjoy breathing? And I've never had a hand come up for that yet, strangely enough, because, you know, the breath's that one aspect to us really that, you know, if it stops for a couple of minutes, it's curtains, it's nights out for us, isn't it? So the breath is our link to good health, but as yogis have taught for millennia, the breath is our link to life itself. And even to take it one step deeper, in the path of yoga for millennia, the word inspire, inspiration, and expiration and respiration, the word inspire means to breathe in spirit. That's what inspire means. Respiration means to remember spirit. So the yogis were really big that when we start working with the breath in our yoga practice, in our meditation, etc., that we're kind of remembering the spirit of life that is reflected in every breath. And that's what's so beautiful about this. So Vanessa's mentioned that we're going to do a seated breathwork practice this morning, and I'm just excited to lead you in a few techniques, a few movements as well, and get us charged up for an awesome day ahead. If you haven't done much breathwork before, I think most people on this call have done a little bit. I recognize the names. But we're going to do one technique called breath of fire. And just very quickly, breath of fire is not to be done if you're pregnant, if you've got high blood pressure, history of stroke or heart conditions. It's a little bit more fiery. But really quickly, if you haven't learned this before, so we can bring it into our flow, breath of fire is done very simply by pulling the belly in and pushing the air out of your nose, just like this. So it's just these short bursts, pulling the belly in, pushing the air out of the nose. Then the belly relaxes and the breath just comes in naturally. You're not trying to breathe in, just focus, almost like a cough. The way you'd cough, the belly pulls in and you push the air out. And we'll do a couple of rounds of this breath of fire, which just makes you feel really charged and awesome and awake. And if you haven't learned that before, enjoy that. Just focus on your belly, pulling the navel in and pushing the air out of your nose as you do that technique. And then throughout all of this, remember, really, if I can share anything of value with you about the breath when it comes to these practices, is this. All of these techniques we do in breath work and pranayama in yoga are designed not to just learn some techniques, they're designed to slow down your natural breathing. And the aim of it all is to breathe less and live longer. Breathe less and live healthier. The whole aim of breath work in yoga is to slow down your natural breathing so that you're breathing a lot less in your normal life. And that's really the aim. That's what we'll go for today. We'll do some techniques, but then we'll drop it all away and just see how soft and relaxed or even no breath, barely breathing that you can have for those few moments and kind of enjoy that. Let's just loosen the body up to begin this morning. If you want to bring the hands together in the center of the chest and just start to connect with that nice, long, fuller breathing. As you interlace the fingers, bring the elbows up with a fuller breath. And then as you breathe out, really draw the breath down into the belly. Draw it in, round the back. Now pick up a nice long breath from your belly to your chest and lift up. Make a little space for that. And then exhale, sweep the arms around behind the back of the body. As you interlace the fingers, find a really full breath from your navel to your chest. Nice. And then as you exhale, come back around, hands to the heart. Now let's just do that one more time. Interlace the fingers, elbows up. And just start to connect with filling all the parts of your lungs with that breathing, the diaphragm, the side ribs, arms up. Nice. Bring the arms around behind the back of the body, interlace fingers, and go ahead and just one more breath. Stretch it all out. Nice. And then come all the way back around into center. And go ahead and just get yourself in a comfortable seated position. We'll be sitting for most of this practice and just doing a few little movements. Drop the hands onto your knees if that's comfortable for you. And if it's appropriate, go ahead and close down the eyes as you relax the shoulders. And just for 30 seconds or so here, before you do anything to your breath, why don't you grant yourself the opportunity to simply become still? And I mean, really still in the whole of your body, an unmoving, natural calm, dropping into your hips, lifting through the crown of the head and softening the shoulders a little onto the back. Notice the feeling tone of the whole body and just be immersed in the sensation of your body, the energy of your body, the feelings of your body. Nice. And as you do that, just sort of become aware of a really soft belly. Relax all the tension out of your core. And simply for a few seconds, create space to just let that very soft, natural breathing be as it is without needing to change anything. Just observe, be present with that easy flow of an effortless breath. This is your 24/7 breathing. You can do all these techniques, wonderful, but this is the breath that's going to carry you through your life. A soft belly, a relaxed diaphragm, just a space to receive the breath effortlessly, letting it flow. Kind of getting out of your own way, relinquishing control, just for another second, another short moment. Relax, receive, let go a little on the inside. And as you follow that breath, really sense the energy of your whole body. Feel the energy, maybe a tingling in the fingertips, energy around the temples, energy in your brain, energy in the heartbeat. I'd like you to start picking up the energy of your breath here. Make it fuller, make it richer, make it longer. Start to breathe into your diaphragm and let the breath swell all the way through the side ribs into the upper chest. And as you exhale, let the breath come down from the chest, back down, drawing in the belly. And then just breathe like that for a minute or so. Just really nice, slow, longer breathing. Fill out every part of your lungs. What I'd love you to do to tie into that breathing this morning is just to really, as you breathe in, just meditate, cultivate sort of a good feeling, a positive quality. Think of a word that's a positive quality for you. Might be happy, might be love, might be grateful, might be compassion, might be kindness. And just say that word to yourself as you inhale for these next 3 or 4 rounds. Say that word as the breath comes in and see if you can just cultivate an energy inside the breath. So we can just breathe mechanically, yes. And we can breathe emotively with an attitude and a feeling, an energy and a frequency. And sometimes it's enough to just say the word and reflect on that word, love, and sort of breathe that frequency into your body, your bones, your cells. Fake it till you make it. Rise up into it. Channel it. What's the frequency of love or kindness or joy or happiness? I find that as I inhale, my body naturally lifts, and I naturally lift the corners of the lips, and I just feel a little happier, feel a little better on the inside. Channel that feeling. Why wouldn't you want to feel better on every breath? Take 2 more really nice, long, slow breaths. Find that feeling, find that attitude, that emotion, that prana. What do you need more of in your life right now? What would you like to cultivate if you had your choice? Take 1 more breath in and really feel it, say it, embody it, smile into it, radiate energy into 50 trillion cells. And then as you breathe in next time, sweep the arms up into the air again. all the way up. Nice. And then as you exhale, bring those arms down and cup them under the knees and just go ahead and stretch your back out a little bit. Create a little bit of space in the back body. As you inhale, lift the arms up again, really full breathing all the way up. Nice. Then just one more time, go ahead and hands under the knees, curl in a little bit, chin toward the belly. Come and sit in a more natural position, shoulders back, eyes closed, chin tucking in a little bit. Feel the energy of your body. Let's turn up that energy a little now with this breath of fire. Let's just start nice and slow if you're not familiar with it. Feel down into your belly. Take a little bit of breath in there. And then just start by pulling the belly in and pushing the air out of your nose. And then just repeat that. So just continue like this for a few more moments. Just a natural, rhythmic pulling in of the belly. Push the air out of your nose. Create a slow, steady rhythm. A feeling of cleansing, clearing, releasing. If you shouldn't be doing this breath for some reason, just breathe those nice, long, slow breaths again. Do about 10 more exhales. Now exhale all the air from the lungs. And as you breathe in nice and slow, sweep the arms into the air. Touch the hands together. Reach up nice and tall. Lower the hands down into the center of the chest. Nice. So we send that energy around your body. Your body becomes like a temple of energy. Open the arms out to the side. Breathe in. Bring the hands back down toward the center. Take that nice slow breath in, arms up. Bring the hands down onto the knees again and close the eyes and simply pause. Notice how you're feeling. Breathwork's about changing your frequency, shifting your energy. It's the fastest, most powerful tool to just feel better now. Let's do another round of breath of fire if that feels good. Feel into the abdomen, sit up tall, chin in. Begin when you're ready. Now exhale all the air from the lungs. This time, stay still and take a nice slow breath in. Flood your body with that word, that quality, that feeling, and exhale like a dark cloud, just releasing any heaviness. Repeat that again. Take a really nice, slow, long breath in. Find that word, that quality, that feeling. Bring it into every cell. Smile a little. Breathe out like a dark cloud, releasing, dispelling from your body. Now this next time, just take a 3/4 breath in and see if you can hold that breath in for up to 10 seconds. If that's too long, just 5 seconds. And if there's any pregnant people in the class, no holding of the breath. Just keep the breath flowing smoothly. Clear your mind, relax your energy, just receive stillness. When you need to exhale, let it all go. Relax quietly. Breathe naturally. Maybe you find yourself for a moment not even needing to breathe very much at all. Just get really quiet and still inside. What can you feel in your body? What's the radiant frequency, like a sun shining in the abdomen? Like a golden, bright, healthy energy in your core, radiating rays of good, vibrant energy and vitality out into every cell. What's it feel like just to receive that for a moment, to slow down, to relax deeply? When you're ready, sweep the arms up into the air. Reach tall. Go ahead then and side bend over to your right hand side and just pause and reach into the fingertips. Extend out all the way to the pinky finger. Feel the side panel of your body and really stretch out that left lung, left side of the spine. All breath work ultimately is designed around the Kundalini practices, arms up into the air. So what we're doing here this morning, side bend to the other side, is like an easy practice, but it's built on some of the techniques I teach in my Kundalini retreat that's run annually in September. Really awesome period of just breath work and yoga and sort of chakra vinyasa yoga movements, energy, good feeling, good food, good people. Come along, arms up into the air. Lower the hands down onto the knees when you're ready and just pause. Now we're going to do a technique called alternate nostril breathing to balance those side channels. So bring your right hand up to the forehead. Take the two fingers between the eyebrows. Thumb over the right nostril, ring and pinky over the left nostril. Now close the right nostril with the thumb and breathe in lightly through the left for a count of 4. Close both nostrils and hold the breath in as you count to 4. Breathe out through the right nostril as you count to 4. Breathe in through the right nostril, counting to 4. Hold the breath, counting to 4. Breathe out through the left nostril, counting to 4. Do another round, just like that. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. And just get a sense with this technique that you're balancing the two hemispheres of your brain. You're balancing your nervous system between the on mode and the rest and relax mode. This technique's the quickest way to dissolve stress and create an internal state of balance. I recommend doing it every single day. Great to do before bed, great to do before meditation, great to do if you've just had a bit of stress. And then go ahead and do one more full round from left to right and right to left, and just bask in that sense of balanced presence, balanced calm. Whenever you finish that technique of alternate nostril breathing, keep the eyes closed, drop the hand back down, and just rest, deeply rest inside yourself. And as you do that, bring the attention to the space right between the eyebrows, the third eye, Ajna Chakra. I invite you just to notice what it's like to be so still that maybe for these short moments, there's no real breathing going on. Or maybe there's just a whole lot of space between the exhale and the inhale. And in that space, you find that thoughts are just settling. And there's a quiet, natural presence between the eyebrows at the third eye. Maybe there's color. Maybe there's a feeling of blissful energy. Whatever you discover there is perfect for you. What I'd like you to do to finish this little practice here this morning, keeping the eyes closed, is think of that word you wanted to cultivate this morning and just really tune into that feeling in the heart. Is it love? Is it kindness? Is it joy? Is it gratitude? Just say that word a couple of times for yourself as you focus at the heart. Let a kind of light smile and a positive feeling and good energy come into your heart. As you feel that quality begin to build, that word, that energy, at the same time, focus at the point between the eyebrows and connect this kind of sense of mind and heart, the conscious self, the feeling self. What you can start to do is imagine this word, this quality, this feeling in the heart as a frequency or even like a color. What's the color of love or kindness or joy or gratitude? And then so as you take a sort of nice slow breath in, imagine you breathe that color from the heart and bring it up into the brain, into that third eye. And as you breathe out, imagine breathing out through the third eye and sending that color like a stream of energy out into the world today. That love, that joy, that gratitude. And do that a few times, creating a connection between the heart and the mind. Breathe that feeling, that color from the heart, that word. And imagine almost like a cloud dispersing from the third eye. And imagine you're just showering friends and family and loved ones with that color and that frequency out from the third eye. Do that a few times until you can really get a sense of sharing all of that good energy, that good frequency, the spirit of the breath, the spirit of that emotion. And imagine being received by friends and family and loved ones. And imagine being received even by all beings out on the planet and those who are kind of suffering and doing it a little tough right now. May you also feel this love or this kindness or this gratitude. May you have a little bit of that in your life today. Take one more breath in this way, from the heart to the third eye, from the third eye out into the world. All your near and dear and maybe well beyond, coloring the world with that spirit. In this way, we create communities of individuals sharing themselves with the world, and then just pause at the end of all of that. And remembering that as we give to the world, we want to really give to ourselves. So just imagine that color in the heart and that color in the brain, just spreading out into the whole of you. A gentle, quiet breath, a buoyant stillness, a loving energy, a kind energy, a grateful energy, maybe a little of all of this, filling you up here this morning. You've got so much to give, so much to offer, so much to share. Why don't you just find creative, wonderful, open-hearted ways to share of yourself with others today, a compliment, a hug, cook someone a nice meal. Just say thanks to the people in your life. Thanks so much for sharing in this. I'd like to say thank you to you all for sharing in a morning practice of breath and energy and good feelings. Namaste to you all. Have a magnificent day. And Vanessa, will see you tomorrow morning for the countdown to the final week of this 2021 challenge. Namaste to you all. Thanks so much.